Joanna, Marion, Patrick, Marion, Amy, Joanna, Joanna, Thalo, Kyle.
It's a fact, I'm whacked and I'm sucking on a crack pipe every night. Maybe I'm some kind of hoe. Am waxed, am some kind of hoe. Maybe a crack hoe, I don't know.
Tina, Melissa, JD, Janet, John, Tina, Janet, Rudy, Tina, John, Heather, JD, Melissa, Kyle, Heather.
But Nick, then I only have two verses, two rhyming verses, and so I need some help because they're really dumb. But the rhyming, it's just like everything, every end of each line rhymes. So the two that I came up with were in school. In school, was a fool, fell asleep and started to drool. Woke up, filled a cup with you know what. It's a fact, I'm whacked and I'm sucking on. Well, you know, so I need more verses to come up with some rhymes. And then anything to do with like excessive illicit drug use would be great. Like, fact, I'm whacked and I'm sucking on a crack pipe every night. Maybe I'm some kind of hoe. And anything to do with illicit drug use and prostitution. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Hi, I'm Madam Carol, and I know that you've come about the band. I'm going to do a reading for you regarding Vinnie and the Stardusters, but first we have to do a few ritual things. One of them is lighting candles. These candles represent the element of fire. And then our reading want to represent different elements: fire, water, and earth. This also will help bring your spirit guides out.
Tina, Heather, Jenna, Spike, JD, close.
So I'm going to walk on to this.
Hey, Nick. This is John Perkins.
Stop. All right. I've been after Vinnie and the Stardusters for, years. I've always known that if I got them, that would be what it would take to push Gormandizer to the highest heights.
Smoke the crack. Okay. Hugs not drugs, folks, okay?
Right now, Vinnie is in a very, very happy mode. We're taking a look at the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. That means that whatever Vinnie wishes will come true. This card is crossed by a fire card, which is the King of Wands. That means that all the energy around Vinnie right now is very fiery.
I doubt there'd be a future for Vinnie and the Stardusters.
They have everything that the kids are looking for. They're funny, excellent musicians. They have energy. You want to like them. You see them up there on stage and you go, wow, they're rock stars. But they're not rock stars. They're people. They have something about them that makes people trust them and understand their music maybe on a level a little bit more than a band that you idolize. Because it's kind of hard to truly idolize a band that is as...
I don't know, I can see them doing a lot of weddings in the future, you know, kind of a wedding band, don't you think? Kind of, you know.
Where do you think they'll be when they're 40?
Well, my first inclination was to say in jail, but I don't think so. I think they're good boys. Maybe they'd be chaplains in jail, because I just had this image of jail. But no, I think they'll be chaplains.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
the Buddha's path that they're following, they want to do good works in this world.
Why don't we hold hands and dance around in a circle?
Now over to the left we have the past. The past is the Seven of Rods. The Seven of Rods shows a man holding up a stick and fighting off other sticks. It hasn't been easy for Vinnie in the past.
So there was this band that this guy that this horrid boyfriend worked with at Greenpeace named John, and he had this new band called Vinnie and the Stardusters. It's them. They're drunk as hell. They're trying to stand on each other. They're trying to break into the apartment. But then they wake me up later after I finally get to sleep. But I figure, well, it's a band. Bands have beer. They probably have beer. I can get a beer. I don't know how, but I can get a beer from these people. Yeah, I think I let y'all in. I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember I did get my beer, And I sat up in that apartment with them. I don't remember what we talked about. And then I went back to bed.
I think it might have been 95, and the theme was Remember the 90s. It was a retro party for the early 90s, and the invitation said, Remember grunge? So anyway, we were all supposed to come in costume, and Nick came in costume. Only Nick's costume was 2 sandwich boards with cutouts of pornographic images plastered all over the sandwich boards, and he came to the party as pornography. And I was so grossed out that I couldn't look at him the whole party. And every time I would turn around with my drink and I would like look at some horrible blowjob going on his little sandwich board, and just, it was awful.
A lot of times drugs, sometimes like tin cans that he was drumming on, alcohol, spray paint, things like that. And what happened was, Nick came to me at some point during the school year, and he was kind of flipping out. He actually thought he was going to get kicked out of school. And just to give you a little bit of background, at that time I was...
First I heard he was gay, and then I saw him at a show in the entry. I don't remember what band it was, and he was dancing very like suggestively with a girl throughout the whole show, and I thought, maybe he's not gay. And so, but then I heard rumors otherwise, and then so I heard he was rampantly bisexual, and then I heard he was not gay, and I heard he was straight. And
he was raising chickens when he was a little boy, and one of them was named Agnostic. They were all named after eggs, but this one was Agnostic, and Agnostic was the chicken that got away. And remember, she went and lived in the neighbor's garage for a while, and we finally found her, and Eric said, her name's not going to be Agnostic anymore. We're going to call her Amazing Grace, because she survived. She was lost, and then she was found.